Hello, children. Today, let us understand the poem The Schoolboy from the text Honeydew. I'm sure most of you share the same feeling as the boy in this poem who feels unhappy to go to school on a summer morning. Instead, he wants to enjoy the summer. He wants to go out and enjoy the weather. He feels his childhood is crushed in the name of learning and teaching. The poet William Blake was born on 28th November 1757. He was a poet whose works are appreciated more after his death than they were during his life. Apart from being a poet, William Blake was also a painter. Let me recite the poem for you. The Schoolboy. I love to rise in a summer morn when the birds sing on every tree. The distant huntsman winds his horn, and the skylark sings with me. Oh, what sweet company! But to go to school in a summer morn, oh, it drives all joy away. Under a cruel eye outworn, the little ones spend the day in sighing and dismay. Ah, then at times I drooping sit and spend many an anxious hour. Nor in my book can I take delight, nor sit in learning's bower, worn through the dreary shower. How can the bird that's born for joy sit in a cage and sing? How can a child, when fears annoy, but droop his tender wing and forget his youthful spring? O father and mother, if buds are nipped and blossoms blown away, and if the tender plants are stripped of their joy in the springing day by sorrow and care's dismay, how shall the summer arise in joy, or the summer fruits appear? Now let's understand the poem. I love to rise in a summer morn when the birds sing on every tree. The distant huntsman winds his horn, and the skylark sings with me. Oh, what sweet company! I, in the first line, refers to the schoolboy. The young boy says that he is very happy to get up early in a summer morning. He is pleased to see the trees and the birds. The child can hear the huntsman, that is, a person who hunts, blow his horn. The child says that in such a morning, a skylark sings with him. He enjoys the company of nature. He describes his state of being with nature as a sweet one. The second stanza. But to go to school in a summer morn, oh, it drives all joy away. Under a cruel eye outworn, the little ones spend the day in sighing and dismay. In the second stanza, the child says that all happiness is lost when he has to go to school on a summer morning. He is tired to be under the strict supervision of his teacher. The child wishes to enjoy the pleasures of summer, but he has to attend school, and it is a boredom. A cruel eye outworn refers to the dull, uninspiring life at school under the cruel and fearful look of the teacher. He has to do a lot of work and he has no time to play. The third stanza. Ah, then at times I drooping sit and spend many an anxious hour. Nor in my book can I take delight, nor sit in learning's bower, worn through the dreary shower. In the third stanza, the child expresses his extreme tiredness being in the school, and so he sits in a drooping manner with his shoulders bent downwards. The time spent by the child in the school is described as anxious hour because he is filled with anxiety or worry. He does not enjoy the lessons taught. Here, Bhava means the school or classroom in which he is imprisoned. He does not enjoy any lesson taught by the teacher. He cannot learn anything at school, though the teachers go on lecturing and explaining. It is like a shower of meaningless words for the child. The fourth stanza. How can the bird that is born for joy sit in a cage and sing? How can a child, when fears annoy, but droop his tender wing and forget his youthful spring? In the fourth stanza, we find the poet has compared the child with a bird. He says a bird feels happy only when it enjoys its freedom. A caged bird is unhappy and cannot sing. So same is the case of a child who is forced to sit in school. A child put in school is just like a bird who is put in a cage. Such a child is troubled with fear and can never enjoy his childhood. The rigid discipline in the school will take away the beautiful spring of the childhood days of the child's life. The next stanza. O father and mother, if buds are nipped and blossoms blown away, and if the tender plants are stripped of their joy in the springing day by sorrow and care's dismay, how shall the summer arise in joy, or the summer fruits appear? In the last stanza, the child addresses his parents. He tells them that if buds are going to be nipped or destroyed before blooming, and if flowers are driven away by the strong wind, if plants are stripped of their branches and leaves, then how will the summer be a joyful one? And how will fruits appear on tree? In short, depriving a child of joy and freedom is like nipping or destroying the buds and flowers of the plant. If children are not allowed to play and have fun, how will they grow and develop into a complete person? And so, the final message is about allowing children to be children. Allow them to play and run outside to experience the benefits of nature and of the seasons. Here are the meanings of some difficult words. Thank you for watching this video. Like, share, subscribe, and comment for suggestions.